full tank of gas. Haters trying to stop me cause I'm moving too fast. I stay rolling on my grind with my money on my mind cause I'm riding, y'all. I'm riding fast, approaching red line. I'm ready to blow. Ballin' till I'm falling, I ain't trying to move slow. Play a holler at you later.
Yeah, Richie 10 Shadow Riders, listen. Yo, I'm on the top of the game. Hard body on top of these lanes. Switching gears in the Maserati. Driving insane as fly as can be. Giovanna rim size 23. Shit, I'm as high as can be. Ladies call me handsome. Way before I did the Shadow Riders anthem. Now I'm sitting in the Black Phantom. More than they can handle. I play the ball hard in the car, that's just coming out the front panel. What you know about that? But I ain't T.I.P., I'm R.I.C. K.Y. I show you how to stay fly in the daytime. With Shadow Riders on my side, hopping up the G-Ride, I stay live. The boy wonder's not a talk of the town. Toasted up, never boast, yeah, I'm holding it down. Gunning for now, these tough Burger King niggas coming through steady, keeping the crown. While I'm in the fruit punch jag, popping up, riding around. Believe me, dog, this is real as it sounds. Shit.
Shadow Riders Ignition.
You are now listening to the Shadow Riders Ignitions radio show. All about the JDM life.
Shadow Riders, baby.
The Shadow Riders ethos. I will be so strong that nothing can disturb my peace of mind. I will never, never, never give up, and I will never, never, never accept defeat. I will think only of the best, work only for the best, and expect only the best. I will be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as I am about my own. I will give so much time to improving myself that I have no time to criticize others. I will be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the persistence of trouble. I will think well of myself and proclaim this fact to the world, not in loud words but in great deeds. I will always surround myself with people who are faithful, accountable, and teachable. I will bring discipline, momentum, focus, determination, will, and tenacity to every challenge. I will always have the courage to follow my dreams. I will always stay humble and down to earth. I will always be real, straight, and authentic with people. I will never forget where I came from and where my true power is. I will always represent myself and my crew with pride and style. I will be driven because I am part of Shadow Riders, and together we are unstoppable. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shadow Riders Ignitions radio show. I am your host, Shadow, aka Shadow Riders Leader, aka Shadow Riders Alpha. We got a great show for you today. We're talking about what is the meaning of JDM. Great show for you. We'll be right back after these important messages.
SCW Performance, Dallas Fort Worth's best race shop. Located on 1620 Interstate 35 Frontage Road, Carrollton, Texas 75006. Open Monday through Fridays 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. They offer performance installs, engine builds, repair estimates, and much more. For more information, call 405-201-7999. SCW Performance. Audio Depot, Arlington's premier spot for car audio installation. Located on 4312 Matlock Road, Arlington, Texas 76018. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. For more information, call 817-466-2441. Audio Depot. Tell them Shadow Riders sent you. Game Over Video Games, the ultimate retro video game store. Buy, sell, and trade the classics such as Atari and Television, Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, Saturn, and more. Located at 4648 South Cooper Street, Suite 240, Arlington, Texas, 76017. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday, 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. For more information, call 817-468-4263. Game Over Video Games.
You are now listening to the Shadow Riders Ignitions radio show, all about the JDM life.
Shadow Riders, baby.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Shadow Riders Ignitions radio show. We got a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about what is the meaning of JDM. What does it mean? One of my good homies, Lamont Atkinson, was talking to me about something we got planned up around the corner, and he was like, really, I didn't even know what JDM meant. You know, and I thought to myself, man, that's a good topic, because a lot of people probably don't know what JDM really stands for. They see it, and they see the cars, and they see what it's associated to, but they really don't understand what it is. But we're going to talk about it on today's show. Make sure you guys are following us on Facebook, Shadow Riders on Facebook. Make sure you guys are following us on Twitter, Shadow Riders on Twitter. Make sure you guys are following us on Google+. Special shout out to my musical family, Lameek and Groove Village. Also a special shout out to my fellow musicians in arms, the homie Ivan James, the homie ADK, the homie M Squared, dope DJ, the homie J Catalyst, and this badass band out here in Dallas called Band Nerds. Shout out to all my musical family. Much love and respect to all y'all. We got great things in the works. Also, make sure you guys are, all my Shadow Riders worldwide, special shout out to y'all. Make sure you guys are doing your LS procedures, liking and sharing these shows. Make sure you liking them, killing that subscribe button, killing that like button, and sharing often. So yeah, I know what JDM means to me. It's more than just the textbook definition. The textbook definition of JDM stands for Japanese Domestic Market, or other words, JDM. It refers to the local market in Japan for Japanese-made motor vehicles and components. But you know, as you know, it's taken on a whole new meaning. And I found a really great article on the web written by a guy named Ben Schaefer of Bespoke Ventures. He did an article on the meaning of JDM, and I thought it'd be I think this is a really good explanation, so I'm going to read it to y'all. As I read, the meaning of the acronym JDM over the past decade has evolved and morphed. Although 10 years ago it was relatively uncommon to hear people using the acronym JDM, today JDM has become a word on its own. A word commonly used by car enthusiasts, found on magazine covers, used within the names of hundreds of registered business corporations, and also comprising the title and focus of this column. While Japanese tuning parts are fascinating to discuss monthly, this month we'll reflect on what JDM means on a more universal level. He's talking about his monthly thing that he does. Technically, JDM stands for Japanese Domestic Import. Japanese Domestic Market, I'm sorry. It has been used for many decades as a label for goods sold specifically to Japanese-based residents within the country of Japan. Its origin has truly nothing to do with the automotive aftermarket and applies to any and all items that could be sold. A little more than a decade ago, JDM started being mentioned more in conversations amongst aftermarket enthusiasts. What started as an acronym to describe Japanese market parts gradually became something that was more compatible, comfortable, and commonly used to describe a wider range of things. First, it was used to describe cars like a JDM right-hand drive Civic. Then it was used to describe OEM tuning parts like one-piece JDM Prelude headlights. Later, it was used to describe aftermarket parts like JDM RE GTE wings. After that, it was used to describe aftermarket parts officially sold in America like Toyota camshafts. Then it jumped to the next level. JDM became a basis for a style. That's where we at. No longer limited to items sold only within Japan. For example, paint colors like hot pink, wheel colors like matte black, reverse vinyl graphics, and other related styles all became labeled as JDM, regardless of where they were built or sold. What we find today is no longer the acronym JDM, but the evolved word JDM. The reason is simply because the definition of Japanese domestic market has not kept up with the use and common meaning of the scene today. JDM as a word encompasses and defines something far more massive than it was originally intended. As this reality relates to enthusiasts, I often find people arguing, as Matt's saying, I often find people arguing over the definitions of the word JDM. For example, are Gretty parts JDM anymore? They are sold officially in America, so technically, no, if using the original definition. In some cases, Japanese branded parts are not made in Japan, but are sold only in Japan. That is JDM. Is that JDM? It's confusing, right? By definition, yes, but some would argue not. Is a color JDM? By old standards, no, but by new standards, yes, it can be. In short, there is no right or wrong answer for what is JDM. It will mean different things to different people. In a sense, it means the same thing as cool, except with the cultural twist to it. Nobody can define cool, and it relates to Japanese car tuning culture. It's simply always up for debate. So that's the article by Ben Schaefer of Bespoke Ventures, which can be found at boostfreak.com. Yeah, I agree with him. So it has the acronym JDM has evolved into a word that means a style, not only a style, but like a way of life now, like a code or something. You know what I mean? So it has a lot of different meanings. You know, from the textbook definition of Japanese domestic market all the way to the culture. I think JDM is a style and a culture, a cultural way of being as well now. It's a word. It's a style. To tune your car, you know, if you're in the import car scene, people tune their cars differently. I mean, there's like back when I did the form and function video a while back, you know, people, you know, tune the car based on form or function. And I think both the form of function side of the car culture, it's both JDM. You can tune your car in a different way without the car looking like a JDM styled car. So it's really is a style. To me, that's what it means. It's a style of automotive tuning, and it's a style of culture. That's what it means to me. That's what it means to me. But you know, for those that were looking for like a definite meaning, it's both. it's up for debate. But to me, JDM is a style. It's a style of both tuning your car, and it's a style lifestyle. That's what JDM is. I mean, you know it when you see it. But yeah, so that's all we got for the show, today's show. Make sure you go to shadowriders.com and check out all our fly gear. If you want that Shadow Riders t-shirt, them Shadow Riders auto car stickers, all the Shadow Riders gear, shadowriders.com is where you can go check out our mascot Phantom. We got a lot of cool things coming around the corner for Phantom and his whole story, so make sure you go to shadowriders.com and check it out. Make sure you for those that don't know, we got a car club that we're starting up in Arlington, and we're going to work to have it expand worldwide. You can check our forum out on Facebook. We got a forum that you can join called the Shadow Riders JDM forum that you can find. It's a group on Facebook. You can just go on Facebook and search for Shadow Riders. It'll pop up, and join us and get into some dialogue, and you know, talk to us on Facebook. And you know, what's what we share, you know, different articles and different things. That's where you can catch the show. If you miss them, you catch them on the forum, and you can catch them on the Shadow Riders Facebook page. So yeah, make sure you guys are sharing. Make sure all you Shadow Riders out there worldwide are living by that Shadow Riders ethos. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next go round. This is Shadow, aka Shadow Riders Leader, Shadow Riders Alpha, signing out. Shadow Riders.